off. Good morning.
Good morning.
We are struggling with I lost one icon.
It was just hidden. It's there.
It's hidden, but it's stressful when you don't have messages. Good morning. Happy Women's Day, everyone. All of you. In Poland, it's a big, big day. So I always learn to celebrate that day, even as a kid. We had to make nice cards for moms and so on. And now my sister-in-law told me she went to Germany and she said, with a lot of Polish people she met, and she said, women are treated like the third-class citizens. They have no rights for abortion, no freedom. They have to work instead of enjoy. They have to stay at home instead of working. So
we have to make a comeback.
Yeah, but they forbidden that the problems with pregnancy is a big problem. But they want to bring bigger population of people, so they are forcing women to have babies.
And your cards.
My cards, okay. Oops. Oh, before I will forget, it's coming seasons for
allergies.
Pollen. I'm making the paste out of honey, 3 spoons of honey, and 2 teaspoons of dry ginger, pressed dry ginger. It's yummy. Last year I didn't have to take any allergy tablets,
and she kind of lived on those all season before.
I eat this all the time.
And then as soon as you started doing that, you didn't have problems.
I never had problems the last years. Thank you, whoever sent me that remedy. I have this written. Tracy said that she will write the book, but now doesn't look like she has any time. Okay. I'm getting ready for the questions.
Can you breathe now?
I will breathe. I will add some.
And thank you so very much. And Herman's in the house here. Teresa, that was our BP. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, BP, for your hard work.
BP is the one who goes through and puts the timestamp, so we always appreciate that.
That's such a hard work. And she knows how to do it because she highlights the time blue colors, and it's so easy for me sometimes to find where I was talking about something.
Nisi Elders, Group 66, Sharon Snipe. Oh, there's so many, and there's some names here I don't recognize. So if you're joining us for the first time, welcome. And Violetta sees images. When she's asked a question, she gets an image that's only personal to her, and she has to translate it according to her experiences. And then she backs it up with cards. The cards are laying face down. We count out 3. She picks them up, but she's not choosing the cards or anything. They're face down.
Shuffling them all the time.
And then she verifies or gets added information that is needed for that
Most
answer.
of the time, the cards agree with me, and some visions are so obvious that they are so easy to translate. But some I have to understand for myself.
And then there's some that she has answered where it's not until the middle of the night or something like that where the answer actually comes to her of what it really meant.
Yeah,
because it unfolds better for her to understand. It's really an interesting process, and
I love it, but it is a challenge.
It is a challenge. And Vegan Aries, do you remember her?
Oh, yes. I did the reading.
She just wrote, I just finished my awesome reading with Violetta. What a wonderful experience it was, and the best gift, perfectly timed as my birthday is in just a few weeks. Thanks to you, sweet Violetta, for your beautiful insights and intuitive gift, and to Janet and Tom for their generosity in allowing this reading to happen. I'm beyond appreciative.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And thank you, everyone, for watching me. Thank you for your likes. Those likes are helping me. And even donations, I know they are making me in a better category for YouTube, because I'm under the...
Yeah, she's kind of flying under the radar a little bit here.
Yeah, I learned that it started when balloon with the mask. The kind of Ellen
Oh, yes.
About the company, not Twitter, this company. And it's so many people are suffering because of that.
Yeah, other psychics are
Yeah,
readers are commenting.
everyone who is so against that.
It's just to try to figure out the algorithm again. So Nisi Alders is saying, hello, beautiful ladies. Can you explain the reason for the ET existence and how it pertains to us? 1, 2, 3.
Whispers in our ear. So they are more like our spirit guides some ways. They take, because it's the unknown universe. We can't really, and my ET looks like that. I'm advising for him. He is with me here. It is like see-through water, three-dimensional, and he introduced to himself to me, and I know it's a male. I always was drawn more to the males. So he is maybe even females. There is no agenda. Okay. And it's doing the magic. He is helping me to look at the world from different point of view, from more spiritual way, to relax me when I'm doing the reading. So for myself, for others might be differently communicating, but I think it is something that it's uniquely to every one of us, and maybe they're
helping from the other side.
Yeah.
And BP is asking, will the U.S. ever have universal health care coverage for all?
Okay. 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
It will take a lot of steps until that will happen. But I see speeding up steps, like on the airport, sometimes you have that place where you can stand up and drive with the baggage, and they are moving forward steps. So you are going probably the right direction. Eventually, that's what will happen. But you have to push for it. In our province, our not prime minister, premier, she wants to take that away from us now, from Alberta. I can't imagine this to be taken away, but she wants us to pay for the health visits.
You could have 1 visit a year to the doctor, is what she's wanting.
That symbol of health, love and health, the angel will be watching, beginning of new adventure, and eventually that job will be well done. I'm sorry, I will repeat. Symbol of love and health, beginning of new adventure, and the work will be well done. I have to remember about people who are reading lips. I'm sorry, it's a new task for me, and I'm an old dog.
It's okay. They can also look at the script.
Learning new tricks, and then sometimes they were translating my video into Dutch instead of English.
Elena is asking, good morning, ladies. I did a meditation to see an alien. Please ask the cards if there are aliens that look like trees. She says, loves the shape of your alien.
That's mine. But who knows how they are 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
Well, I see a little bird, and mine can look like a little bird. Actually, someone said that it could be even angel. So they can be whatever they feel like, just to communicate with you. That's the little angel. You can call them angels, actually, because you see that's the angel, symbol of angel. They will help you when you have trouble with your family, the bad days, better days, and with your love and health. So they will be able to help you somehow to use your intuition to go the right direction.
And Kathy McLaughlin, she's been wanting to join us many times and has missed us. And she says, can't believe I'm finally going to make it live today.
Hi, Kathy.
She's asking the question, did Admiral Byrd of the USAF actually fly into the earth at one of the poles as he reported?
Oh. And it was 1800, something like that?
I don't know any date.
80 or 1900, early 1900s.
1,
3 cards.
2, 3.
Well, to me, it's like Werner 80 miles under the water. That was the book.
I don't know. I didn't follow.
No, that was old book from childhood. I think it can be some way a fiction. But Nice Secrets, he sold some secrets. He lost some people, and it is something that it stays with us up and down, and he make money probably because of that information. I can't say that it was true.
And this is
Werner was famous for making beautiful stories, and he was ahead of his time.
Please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell so that you get all updates. And also, this is for entertainment only.
Oh yeah.
And as you can tell, it is very entertaining. We look forward to this so much.
Okay, and I will say a joke my brother sent me. Again, naughty one.
This is her brother from Germany?
No, from Poland.
Oh, from here.
From here. And he said that young boy is standing in the drugstore and waiting until everyone will leave. Eventually, the drugstore guy is calling him, and he said, "How can I help you? You need condoms?" And he said, "Yes." So he said, but the young boy is saying, "Can I have one more package? I heard her mother is very good looking too." Okay, he got those ones. He is on the party, and he is sitting and looking at the floor the evening. Eventually, his girlfriend is so upset to him, and she said, "I wish I didn't invite you." And he said, "I wish your father was not the pharmacist." We are covered about entertainment.
That is a good one.
I would rather say that it's spiritual. But if I have to go both ways, I can do it.
Roxanne is asking why the victims of the Havana syndrome also report being harassed, stalked, surveilled, bullied by bad neighbors and bad people. I don't know anything about that one. I know about Havana syndrome.
I know, but why would they be? I don't really know.
So she's asking, what can you guys tell us about that? Why are they reporting that? 1, 2, 3.
Because they don't believe. If they don't experience something, they don't believe that. Yeah, you have to kind of keep this for yourself. Sorry. And be careful who you are talking to. And that will make a big difference. You will close one paragraph and start a new one. People are, when they don't understand something, they might think, and many people with the Havana syndrome was not believed. So often it was something that even FBI was not believing them.
Philip Crilly is asking, you educate and add laughter to go with it, definitely. Will Israel have a civil war over Netanyahu's coalition plans to control the Supreme Court?
I know, and I was actually preparing that one because the riots are over there for over a month. People are protesting, and Yahoo wants to hold the power, and he doesn't want to go under scrutiny of being judged by court because his hands were dirty, and I'm surprised that he was chosen. But it's like with Trump. Some people love him, some people hate him. Half country loves him, half country, and it is something that cause a war.
1,
the civil war.
2, 3.
I think the more people will go on the side of the ones who don't like that change. Most people don't want that change. So not that they might like Yahoo, but they might not like his agenda. And they will see that he wants to take a grip on them, and that might be something that will push people away. Yeah, the some love him. Oh my gosh. And he is a leader, but that surprise might be I have to put 3 more cards.
1, 2, 3.
So there will be some surprise that people will see what is going on, and they might say, we might not want him to be, they might dismiss him, crying over, because the magic that he is doing, it's not appealing to people from Israel. They want the same law like it was before. No one wants to be unable to speak up. No one wants to be about that the government is that the top person in the government is above the law. No one wants that.
Sister Sheba's asking, what do you see with Georgia's new law to stop Fani Willis from prosecuting?
We are just talking about similar situation in Israel, and that's what they are going to apply to.
1, 2, 3.
She will need the help. I see her on the ice, standing on the small piece of ice with white. Oh, so she will be giving up or asking for help. DOJ will have to, Merrick Garland will have to help her somehow because it's not safe. And she is on the small piece of ice melting. Going different direction. Security and will be jeopardized. She will feel beat up. So she needs to have help, and it has to be from the Senate and government and Congress.
Well, Congress isn't going to give her help. It's Republican. I always find it,
Senate is Democratic. So
Senate is, yeah. I always find it so interesting. I always thought that they had, Republicans had always said that it's small government. Yeah. Why are they become authoritarian? Big, huge government. And
and against the common sense, like taking rights from women, taking rights from judging someone who is guilty.
But so many would be exposed, and they don't want that. They're protecting everything. I don't understand it, and I really hope that something kicks in here where people start to understand it more, and then vote and are let their representatives know.
But still, nearly two more years to go.
Yeah, but you can make changes somehow, I'm sure.
We can only hope for the better, but right now she is on the vulnerable position. I can see that. Unless some help will come to her.
Okay. Next question asked.
Yeah, kill me.
Will help come to her if she asks?
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Someone's hand is twisted, and I see Supreme Court. They will be forced to have some word, and their hand will be twisted. Maybe Biden will say, if you are not supporting, I'm going to bring more judges. Because it's getting to the point that there is no law. It's lawless. What they are going to do in Georgia is lawless. What they did in those Republican places like Texas, it's lawless.
And
So-
Florida.
Yeah, so they have to start doing something. Angel of love and health and help, but there will be a lot of worries. The job will be eventually done well, but it has to be something that they have to. Well, I see someone twisted hand at the back, and I was looking at the Supreme Court that moment in my mind. So I think that might be the way that Biden will have eventually guts to say, I'm going to bring 2 more judges.
Well, twisted at the back is better than having 2 hands tied behind your back where you have no
race.
movement. Yeah.
But it looks like hello, Beverly, I know you are there somewhere.
Julianne is asking, will they stop separating families at the U.S. border?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
But they have to make sure that the man is really related to the kids, because I see some guys will be sneaking, pretending I'm her boyfriend, and that shouldn't be allowed. Only father of the kids that can be involved, with the wife. Otherwise, there will be so many of those nuisance people who will be sneaking out. So they have to make sure, but they will be letting them to feel like they are in a privilege, juggling with the money that will cost. And yes, some guys will try to sneak out. So being privileged, juggling, and because I was hiding my lips.
And Yvette is wanting clarification. Is that powdered ginger or a piece of ginger?
Powdered ginger, dry powdered ginger.
So
2 teaspoons and 3 spoons of honey. And I'm just always do this in the jar like that. So it's easy to open, and take just like that much 3 times a day. And it's absolutely yummy.
Sue Walton's asking, are pets set to us for a purpose, to give us support in particular areas? So are pets sent to us for a purpose?
To teach us unconditional love. We love them with unconditional love. And as well, they are teaching us how to be a better parents. I wish I had took those training lessons when my kids were little. I took them when my younger one was 5 years old, and it opened my eyes how to train your own kids, not only the dog, but it is related to that. I pull 1.
So this is about pets. 1, 2,
I pull
3.
Okay. I see a mirror with magnifying mirror. So they are looking at you, and we are teaching them. We are the trainers. The way we want them to be, it's a mirror of our expectations to them. And well, of course, when the dog is taken, when it's adult, it's much harder. And I know sometimes once we had to give back 1 dog, our first dog, I thought, oh, it will be better for me if the dog is trained, it's not peeing around the house. So it was first dog that we purchased from newspaper, Brady. And he was fine with my husband, but he was absolutely aggressive to me and to the boys. I couldn't cross because my voice was too high for him or whatever. He would bark at me, and I couldn't get to the kitchen. Whoa. And then he nearly attacked my brother. My brother jumped on the table. And I was not, I took him and control him, but it is something that it's not easy to control. Big dog, Springer Spaniel, but he was a male and big. So I took him back and I said, I can't be responsible because it was not enough time for me to train him. And I knew that he might cause problems. Yeah, but they will give you so much joy when you have dogs or cats. It's pure love, pure celebration of life, and you feel safe. That's security as well, and your connection with words. I remember when I was in England, I was going with a dog, and so many conversations I would have in the park. First, that I thought, the dogs are walking without leash. In Poland, every dog was on a leash and with the muzzle. And they were such a fighters. They were always biting each other. And in England, they were so friendly to each other. Couldn't understand that. But when you are bringing them up from the young age, they are friendly to everyone.
Alexis is asking, what will happen to Tucker Carlson after airing his misleading January 6th video?
Did you hear him saying, I hate Trump? I hate his guts. Well, even worse, he was kind of saying. So it was, it's nice eyes opener. I think that should be published site and publicized. So it will be so against the Fox News, and so with the current sense.
What will happen to Tucker Carlson after airing? 1, 2, 3.
Oh, he will be angry. And I see him taking his hat, the mega hat, and throwing.
So you're talking about Tucker?
Tucker.
Okay.
Tucker, not a letter F. Similar. And he's going to the next. I said that a while ago, that he will leave and he will be from the back telling things what to do, but not from the front room. So eventually they might take him out of front news. You see, and I said that Murdoch will be pulled out of the driving seat. And he is doing everything that people are so upset with him. Well, he will still have a lot of goals, dreams. People will still love him, and he is still strong. So it's not that fast, but eventually that will be hitting him with those arrows, and he will be probably getting out.
It was thought that Fox News may divide into 2 because it is an opinion, a GOP opinion channel. And will it divide out into actual news where they're going to do investigative reporting and then the opinion part? Is that where he's maybe going to end up in?
I see him, taking his hat and throwing.
So he's not on air anymore? He's behind the scenes or something?
Something, he will be very upset. And, when someone is throwing the hat, it is upsetting. In some Arabic country, to take the shoes and throwing, it's even worse.
So Fox News dividing into 2, and we're 1, 2, 3.
Okay. All right. One side will be like a lion, another like a cat. So they will be very similar, but not exactly the same. So it's like you will cut the picture in half and put the lion face and cat face in the same measurements, very similar. Not exactly, but the same attitude, everything will be. And they want to still celebrate. They will be leaning on those people who are paying them, and they will be doing everything for the money because they need the money, and they will be still going full speed on the chariot. I'm sorry.
And there was a comment here about, do we coordinate our outfits? No.
No. Mine is red and her is pinkish.
And here's one
Fuchsia. That's fuchsia the name.
Yeah. Martha S. is asking, she makes a comment, great questions and answers. She buys many products on Amazon. After receiving them, I realize the majority are made in China. Should we be concerned that products, and more specific facial and home products made in China, are purposely being manufactured to cause health problems to the regular population? One, two, three.
I don't know why I see that fruity loops that you are opening the loop, those fruity things, and they have a plastic and they are rolled.
So the Fruit Loops, fruit leather?
No, it is Fruit Loops that looks, it's jelly stuff. You are not eating sweet stuff enough.
I don't eat sweets, no.
And they are, oh, wait, where is my telephone?
Would you call it a fruit leather, which is dried fruit and then it's rolled up?
No, not the one. They are more gummy looking.
Okay.
And the kids know that.
So they're like a gummy bear or something?
Longer, but they are Fruit Loops. I think that's what they call them. And you answer, but you pull it, and there is that plastic thing, and I don't know why they are covered. That's what I'm seeing. I don't understand this completely, but some people might be sick, might be dysfunction on some families, and even something that might cause problems. So I can't put it's not visible for me enough, but I think you are on something. Who was the questionnaire? Very good question. And, it would be so easy to put a little bit here and there and everywhere, and we wouldn't know. They should make some tests, but they are not doing this because
that's from Martha S. And just so you know that even what you do, the questions that you pose in the chat, I do take a screenshot of.
All the time,
and they're saved.
Working
and
so
the same
hard.
as I go back into old videos, I've taken a screenshot of questions, and then that's how these ones come up at some point. So we try not to lose your questions.
And Friday Saturday I will be posting video with my own, the one that I will pick up.
And Zelinski has invited House Speaker Kevin McCarthy to visit Ukraine. Will McCarthy go? And if he does go, what will be the outcome, if any?
He should take Taylor Green with him for entertainment.
It is entertainment, yes.
And for his own entertainment on the plane and then on the train.
One. Two.
I know I am in trouble with my long tongue.
Three.
Nasty tongue. He doesn't feel safe. He feels that there is no roof over the head, so he don't feel like he wants to go. He's not Pelosi. Pelosi went there.
Does he feel unsafe from the Ukrainians or from the Russians or from somebody else?
Maybe from his own
party?
Because they are starting to stop the help to Ukraine. So, he will be afraid of some dramatic moment, and he has to make sure that his family, GOP, is content. So he will sleep on it.
And Shell Bell, what Tucker Carlson had said, that was in communication with his colleagues, that he had said those things, and they've now been posted. They're talked about.
Yeah, this is now public knowledge, and that's what it is. He was thinking that way about his best friend Donald, and now he is Don, as we used to call him.
And so here's one from Rosita Ramos. What do What do you do to protect yourself from other people's physical and emotional pain?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
I'm not protected. I'm just feeling sorry when someone is going through some moments, very hard moments. Sorry for the phone. And I don't know how to protect myself. I'm just feeling the pain of people who are suffering. And
what about the stone that you tuck in your bra all the time?
that's for protection, but I don't know, it's for emotional feelings. I'm just protecting myself. I have a little 2 stones in my to make my boobs looks bigger, that I need that. And it is that I'm carried the Shiva and amethyst to give me more connection. But like last Sunday, someone was crying because his mother is in emergency. I feel that pain. I'm not saying that I can't disconnect myself. I can't. I was thinking, and I'm still feeling the pain that person he is going through, and his mom is going through was on emergency because of the kidney failure.
You're very empathetic.
Yeah. So I feel like sharing the love to others and being like a healer, even to trying to make decisions, because some people need to feel outside the box to have to make the decisions, and helping them to go to the higher places to feel more.
So the last 2 things, one viewer had commented that she was afraid to have a reading, afraid of finding out some bad news. Can you just make a comment on that?
Most people are prepared for the news that I'm giving them, and sometimes even if the news is not completely appealing to them, I feel it's better to be prepared for something mentally than not be prepared.
And you will still feel fine after that. I mean, you'll have something to think about. And Patty Thompson is asking, after a reading, do you feel emotionally or physically drained?
And most of the time happy.
You're very energized, yes.
Yes, I feel like I did what was meant for me to do. I'm feeling blessed that I have that ability. And probably sometimes there is one question, just at this call. I'm doing reading.
Okay.
Sorry. And I'm looking for because now we will be looking for the winner.
So that is a surprise. It's International Women's Day. And so there's going to be a complimentary reading gifted from Janet and Tom Burke.
Yeah, because I still have
a few readings to go with them.
A few.
And so you're going back onto Mondays. If you have posted a comment on Monday.
No, on to the day before, because I'm asking people to always be ready for this. So today we will announce that person.
But where are you going? What?
It was from the previous one.
Which is Mondays, because this is Wednesday.
Oh, Monday. That was already Monday.
Yeah, okay. So this is going back onto Monday. And how many comments were there?
130 comments.
So you have a very good chance of receiving the gifting of a complimentary half-hour reading.
Okay.
So she's making the draw right now.
I'm doing this way, so I'm not cheating. And Cheryl will be
the one. She doesn't cheat.
No. Married 43 years nearly. So please say word stop.
Stop.
Sherry
Townsend.
Teals one is a great speaker, recommended her, especially women. Pick me for the pre-reading. Okay.
Your wish is granted.
Sherry
Townsend. You will receive a free complimentary reading.
And please contact with me as soon as possible, because I have the timestamps from BP. So right now I pinned your information about you being a winner as soon as I will get information from you about your phone number. So please send me email psychicvioletta.com, and I will contact with you. I will do the arrangement for our meeting, and then I can post back the BP's timestamps.
So thank you very much for the quality questions that you ask. This channel would not be successful without your help and your questions, because that's what it generates. Violetta answers your questions. No personal questions. Those are for private readings. But
yeah, please come for the private readings. I love to have them. And don't feel sorry for me. That is my destiny in this lifetime. I have to do what is meant for me. And I feel so blessed that I can do that. Sometimes if I wouldn't close my eyes, I wouldn't know how to answer. It is like I'm feeling how I can answer that question, but somehow I'm able to find the way.
You have no idea the conversations that we have and the questions that I ask.
Yeah.
About anything.
Yeah. Kick me, baby, one more time. Oh, hit me, baby.
And we have a good time.
Yeah, we do. Okay, first is running slow. She is from Florida, and she said that brain eating amoeba, you can get this even in swimming in the water, fresh water. So make sure that you are not letting the water to come to your nose, because that's what can cause that amoeba. And so this is something, it's for a few years already that they were making research, and only 4 people survive out of few hundred being sick. So not big prognosis for people. And it is important for kids not to breathe through the nose when they are in the water. And JD, I'm in Sierra Nevada. In my yard, few days ago, I measured 8 feet of snow, and now we are in North Storm dropping at 2 more feet plus more in the next 10 days. And prayers will be welcome. So prayers are appreciated. This is a real challenge. Yes, I know that's what we have to pray for. We don't have that much snow that when we open.
We've had not very much snow this winter.
No, but we never had that way that we open the door and we can't get out. Maybe because we have a little bit more, roof above the heads. They are prepared for that. So there is a stairs and there is a roof, and then you can enter the house.
So for International Women's Day, do you have any words of wisdom with your prayers to go what our future is here?
Canada is okay. I think we are really, and now they want to make equal rights for in the paychecks for women to be paid the same way as men. I don't see why not. If we are doing the same job,
and especially if we bounce back and forth through reincarnation as male female, we would like to be considered equal, because we are.
Yeah, and who knows what the next lifetime you will be? You might be a drag queen. I told my husband, if I will be born as a male, I will be probably
a drag queen.
Yeah. He called me a few days ago and he said, look, what do you think about her? I said, well, beautiful, but she's a drag. How do you know that? I said, because I know her. They have such a beautiful makeup and they are so gorgeous. And he said,
they spend time, taking care of themselves.
But he said, there is no, that Apple. I said, they know how to take care of those things. He couldn't believe it. He said, she is so beautiful. And so that's good that, we can feel, well, we can joke, but it's not a joking scenario when people are born and they know that they are confused.
You're just transitioning to which they haven't made the complete transition.
You will feel sorry for me. I will be fine. And I want to pray for safety in the world, safety between USA and China, because I'm afraid, and I was telling you a long time ago that I'm afraid of that China will start showing that they want to have a grip on Taiwan. And now I feel it's coming closer. So if you can be prepared for medication, have enough medication, diapers, or whatever, because there will be shortages. If there will be some problems, there will be so many, because that way they will squeeze USA and Canada and every country by showing that they have control over everyone. And peace, and health and prosperity.
And if you're having a birthday,
happy birthday.
Happy birthday. There was a comment by one
Thank you,
person.
Group 66, Sharon, Spy, and Saip, sorry. Willow, you better read because on that distance.
Diva 369, SB. She was making a comment here. You surround yourself with white light and be conscious that this is not your pain you're feeling, and release it. I agree.
Thank you. Thank you. Every day is a learning process for me, and I'm enjoying that. And I'm so blessed that I have a strong woman next to me. pushing
equally as crazy.
And pushing my behind. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for joining us. And we look forward to Violetta will be doing another video on Friday night, and then she posts it Saturday morning. So please look for that.
And take care of yourself. Feel happy. In Europe, that's a big, big day all over. And in Spain, they have huge celebration. Apparently 1 million ladies will be celebrating. Mm-hmm. That's a big riot.
And hopefully the female
energy
students in Iran,
those
5,000 of them. And it's just, it said that, they're poisoning to keep them out of school from learning, etc. Hopefully that there's a transition that takes place to the positive. But so much of the negative energy is surfing, but at least when it surfaces, we can deal with it rather than being hidden and not knowing that it's there and things are being done. If it comes out, hopefully we can make some changes somehow, some positive changes. And it actually is the time of the woman.
Paris is celebrating. Thank you. Everyone, every lady should celebrate. Have a good day. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Bye. We can't keep